Hey, what's up guys? My name is Denver and today we're going to check out some new Stardew Valley maps. There's a lot of cool mods that replace a lot of the original maps that were released. Well, I can't really say original. A lot of the new ones that were released in update 1.1. So this is technically the Foraging Map and this one is called Allie's Flower Farm Map. So let's go check it out. And real quick, before we look at anything, I want to give a shout out to Ella, who was the first one to comment in my last video. So if you guys want to get a shout out for me in my next video, make sure you're the first one to comment. By the way, the little notification bell definitely helps if you want to click that real quick. So let's head on down. Once we head down from our farm, we have this huge open space over here. You can see that I tilled up a little in the previous day. Anywhere where there's grass, you can till this up. So I don't think that's how it is on the normal maps, but I'm very glad that that's the case here because there is no like designated farming area for you, but you can do it anywhere that you would like. So there's tons of farming area down here and you can see grass is not an issue, therefore hay will not be an issue. We also have this pond over here and I've been fishing in it just a little bit. You can see that I caught a sunfish from it, but you also catch trash from it. So I think it's technically counting as river fish when you fish in this pond, but the coolest thing about it is that you can actually catch fish in the pond. That's one thing I wish all farms had and not just the Riverlands farm. See, we're going to get a lot of trash regardless, but you can actually catch fish in that pond. If we head south of the pond, and you can see I had a little more fun tilling down here, I was just trying to make sure that we can actually farm everywhere. So this takes you to Marnie's down here, so it gives you a little extra room if you want to. This would be a pretty cool spot for a small forest or even like a field of flowers. Again, it is called Allie's Flower Farm Map, so thank you, Allie, for making an awesome mod like this to give us something new and something fresh until we can at least get some new updates. Hopefully multiplayer is coming out soon. Instead of heading up here, you guys can kind of see on the left side, and I zoomed out just a little bit so you can see most of the farm here. This is a replacement of the foraging farm, so you will get your hardwood, but it's called flower farm because you have these like flower bins everywhere. I don't think you could do anything with them. They're just for looks, and they do look pretty cool. Just having those display display shelves or whatever the heck you would want to call them just give us a more immersive feel. So you have plenty of hardwood here, plenty of wood, stone, and everything. It's got the debris just like it would in a normal map. So if you have a game that already has the foraging map, it'll actually overlay your whole farm over this new farm. So you may want to start a new farm. I would say here's Grandpa's shrine. We got the greenhouse, and right below the greenhouse is just a little stairway down to back to that hardwood in the dock. And right above the greenhouse, we have a little kind of just relaxing hangout spot. And I'm going to be careful as I walk through here. And the reason is because this tile right in front of me, if I step into it, it's going to take me to my cave where you choose fruit or mushrooms. So let me head back out of the cave. So it's like one little tile here. You can see I'm like barely avoiding it here. This one little tile, and I can hit it from any direction and it'll take me to my cave. Now, am I happy with that? No, probably not. So maybe Allie can fix that up and make it look a little better next time. But for now, that's how you get to your cave. I wish there was a better way, but so far this is it. But it leads to a nice little hangout spot up here. We get some more flowers and things like that, and you can actually go up here for a long time. So I won't go too high up there because you can go on for I think pretty much forever. So let's avoid that for now. This rock's kind of in front of me, so there's a couple bugs. You can't pick a mushroom up or anything like that. I haven't found much to forage is the thing. Now it's a foraging map, so obviously you would expect forage. I haven't found much to forage yet. So this takes us up to our little north trail, which is the quickest way to get to the mountain lake. We got plenty of trees, and of course there's trees down. Let me out of here. There's plenty of trees, and of course there's trees down below for the forest. And yeah, so that's about it. Our dog bowl, our cat bowl, or whatever you decide to choose is right up above us. So you got plenty of room for some starter farming. You got some room down here for some min-maxing, some real heavy farming if you're in it for the big bucks. But yeah, that's Allie's Flower Farm. So Allie also has another mod which we'll check out in just a second. Welcome back, guys, and this is Allie's Foraging Map. So it does replace the original, the forest map, the foraging map, and you can see we start out with a river up here, and I bet we can fish in that. I'm not going to try that. I'll leave that up to you guys, but I assume that we can fish in it. So I started a new save just to show you guys what it looks like from the very beginning without all the things that I messed up in my last foraging map, because it'll save things. If you have a save game on an original foraging map, it'll save that. The first thing we see if we head down south of our farmhouse, Well, we have a huge field, but besides that, we have this stump in our way. And what is this stump blocking? Well, let me cheat in. Yeah, let's go with the iridium axe. We'll make this a little easier. If only it was that easy to actually get an iridium axe. But we're going to go ahead and chop this huge tree trunk thing out of the way. And sometimes we get caught in here. Okay, luckily we didn't get caught, so we just kind of slid through here. And then we start walking slow. And the reason is because we're in our swimming suit, and now we can actually swim. I'm moving very slowly through the grass, and I don't think you can clear that out with the tool, but that's okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get in here. This actually replenishes your energy. So let's see, I'm at 258 right now. I'm not totally sure how it works or if it's going to work at all. It's supposed to work, though. Come on, give me energy. Oh, there we go. Okay, so our energy is actually slowly being replenished. So it's already 8 a.m. in game, and I'm at 265 out of 270. How long will it take until I get that 5 extra? My goodness. Oh, I'm an idiot. All I need to do is stand still. So make sure, if you guys are trying this map, that you just stop, you stand still, and it should replenish all of your energy. How cool is that? It's actually on your farm, and you can't get it from the start, so it's not, I don't see it too much as cheating, because you really need to upgrade your axe to be able to get into your own springs. And who's to say that you can't have your own springs on your own farm? Why not? Why would that be cheating, right? And this, I assume, would be the way to get down to Marnie's. Yes, it is. So a pretty easy way to slip on down compared to just the original basic farm, which I've played way too many times, so I'm so glad we have something new. Whoop. Okay, there's a lot of stones in the way. Now, if we go down here, we have our hardwood, which is pretty standard to the original forest farm, the original foraging map. We've got some actual foraging, which is good, just like the original foraging map. Some more hardwood, and we actually have a really nice looking shrine for Grandpa. I always thought this should be like a separate place. I always thought it was weird that it was just shoved up in the corner against a long wall, and nothing really was all that special about it. Really, it looked completely out of place. This makes Grandpa's shrine, the one who gave us this farm. And this is a good way to pay homage to him. So anyways, let's go up past the greenhouse, and we'll check out what the cave looks like and how we get in. Easy, we just go ahead and break this, and let's head on in. Cool, so similar cave, nothing new about that. Oh, we also have kind of a secret, kind of hidden place up here. Let's break. I wonder if we can break this stump down and be able to slip in, because that would, yeah, okay. So we actually don't need to break the big ones to be able to get back here, and that just gives us 2 extra hardwood stumps. So that's cool. I love how the progress of this game is what actually keeps me coming back. So the fact that I can have more progress on my own farm makes me very happy and excited about that. I think this is the way to get to our north road to the mountain lake, the quickest way to get to the mountain lake. And that's about it. Again, like I said, I'll let you guys fish in here and see if there's actually some good fish to catch. Let's go ahead and check out the next farm. Welcome back, guys. These next 2 farm replacement mods are made by Rivanne. I hope I'm saying that right. Rivanne, great mods. Let's check this first one out. It's called Riverland Fishing Map. So let me just start slicing my way through here. You can see up here is just a little bit different. I don't think there's any way you can get up here, but it looks really neat. I love how it makes us feel like we're kind of in a valley with a mountain behind us. I do really like that. We have plenty of room for chests back here too, and we've still got room for the spouse's corner or whatever the heck they need to use in that like small area in our side yard. But let's head down here and see what we've got. So we've got our first kind of progression piece put in here, and I don't think I can break it with this one, so let's go ahead and get another axe cheated in here. Let's go with, of course, the iridium axe. Why would I go with anything else? Because it's amazing and only takes like 3 swings. There we go, 3 swings. All right, actually, I don't need to break that other one, but I do need a pick, and we'll start slicing our way through. And this takes us to a little spot where we can fish. We can't see much here, and I think let me get like the iridium rod out of here. Let's see, where's it at? There we go, the iridium rod. And by the way, that's CJB cheats menu. I could put, if I remember, I'll try to put a link. We might be able to cast too far to where, oh no, okay. So I was worried that we'd cast too far and outside of the map, and the game wouldn't actually let us fish. So I'm kind of curious if I can actually catch a fish here. Yes, we can, and it's not only going to be garbage, because that just, like I said earlier, that gets so old to me. This is a replacement of the Riverlands farm instead of the foraging farm like last time. So we caught a sunfish, which I believe is a river fish, if my memory is not failing me, which it often does, because I'm kind of old now. I just turned 29 a couple days ago. But anyways, back to the map. This is most likely the way to get to Marnie's. Let's see. Yes, it is. Very cool. Easy trip down south to get to Marnie's. Let's take a trip even further down south, and it doesn't look like there's much down here. I'm going to slide through and just kind of wiggle through, and we're blocked off again, so there's another progression piece, and let's try to see what the mod developer is kind of hiding. Oh, okay, so we have some sides on the bridge, and now we can actually get through. Very cool. Some hardwood? This must be some like replenishing hardwood. Ooh, I see a dock over there. That's awesome. We'll have to go check that out in just a little bit. This looks fairly similar to the original Riverlands map, but just adds a little bit more. Just feels a little bit more immersive, which is important to me. Or just, I mean, it's just a change from the original map, which most of you, like me, are probably getting tired of. There's not a whole lot special going on for Grandpa's Shrine, but again, it's a separate area for him, which I think is important, and that's something that I feel like the original maps just kind of missed out on. I think the original Riverlands was a little better. I don't know. I pretty much stick to just the plain map because I'm plain and boring. So this is how we get to our cave, and up here is probably just the North Road, so we won't even go check. I'm pretty sure that is, but I do want to go down here and check out this river and see the different docks. Is it just one? Oh, cool. So we actually get some bubbles in the water too. Very cool. So this again was called the Riverbend Fishing Map. So if you're tired of the old fishing map, definitely check this one out. Seems pretty cool. We'll give you a little change just to kind of refresh you, hopefully until the next update comes out. All right, let's look at what else Rivanne has to offer in her next mod map. Welcome back, guys. This is part 2 of Rivanne's mod maps, and this is called Valley Riverland Map. So let's go check it out. Of course, I'm going to head straight down. I don't know why I do that. It's just habit, I guess. I like to go straight down first. So we go straight down, and there is a dock, and the fishing on this map, I know for sure is going to be really good. A lot of people think these deep parts are where you find the fish, but really, as far as I know, all that counts is how far you actually throw out your line. So it doesn't matter if you're aiming for a dark blue part or what, it's just where you are on the shore and how far you actually throw it out. So let's look off to the left here. There's a whole river that runs through the bottom of this map that looks really, really cool. And we can cross over here, and there's a bunch. If you guys didn't notice, the difference between this one and Rivanne's last map is that there's a ton of farming space. So I'm huge, and that must be how we get to Marnie's. I'm huge into farming on this game, and I know there's plenty more to do, and people always ask me, what's your favorite thing about Stardew Valley? And honestly, it's the farming. I love it. And so I love to have a huge amount of space, especially when you get those iridium sprinklers and you can just mass produce tons and tons and tons of crops. So let's look off to the left here. Here's a whole river, like I said, that you can fish, but also off to the left, it's kind of a continuance of the river. I don't know if it's supposed to be a pond or a river, but we got a pretty big, beautiful tree off in the middle of the water here. Let me cut through here and take us off to the upper left where we find Grandpa's Shrine. And it looks pretty special. I mean, it's a little separate. It kind of sticks out on the cliffside here, so it makes it a little special. And I really like the thin stream that's kind of running into the mountainside here. Definitely looks good. Adds to the scenery of the game, which I think is still important, even though the graphics aren't great. Some extra scenery added into this game is really good. Now, this is one of the, well, if I had to guess, if there was a replenishing hardwood source on this farm, this would be it right here. But I doubt it. I mean, I really doubt it that there's, I think the Foraging Map is the only one that's designed to replenish hardwood, but you never know. Okay, so here's the cave. Nothing special there, really, just pretty standard, and that's how we get to the North Road. And then we've got this river behind us, so it's pretty similar to the last map. It's not a huge change from the Riverlands map, but it is something different. It is something refreshing, and it does give you a ton of land to farm, and you can see all of this. And actually, let me try to till. Hey, cool. So even if you want to, or you can cut here if you want to, and I believe we can cut these down, right? If I bring a better axe in here. So let me see. There we go. So you can actually cut all the bushes down? Yes, that's awesome. So if you wanted to clear this all out and turn this also into farmland, you are welcome to do so. And I don't think the bushes grow back. I don't know. Maybe you guys can leave a comment down below and let me know, because I'm not really sure on that one. But yeah, you can clear this all out, and I have almost as much farmland as the original one, but also have a bunch of rivers and fishing spots to choose from, which I love, because then you don't have to walk across the entire map, it feels like, and get home really, really late. You can just fish here and run home in about probably 10 or 20 minutes time. So again, this is called the Valley Riverland Map by Rivanne. Great job, Ali and Rivanne. And if you guys have any more maps that you would like me to check out in upcoming videos, definitely let me know. Like and subscribe, hit the little notification thing down there. I know I sound like every other annoying YouTuber out there, but it is important for you to know when my videos are coming out. So hit the notification thing down there, and I'll give a shout out to the first person who comments on my next video. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.